What's good, everybody? This is Bruce Wave. Stocks be wavy, crypto be gravy. So right now, man, when I say Teutonic has been taking off over the last 7 days, it has been taking off. Right now, we're up over 48% for the last 7 days. Last 24 hours, we're up about 4%. So we're steady along trucking. Now, one thing I like to do is I like to go into the white paper and look up different things and look up just different events that we have coming to Teutonic. Now, the last time I looked, I want to say that the market cap was like 76 million. Here, let me post the actual factual right here. Boom. Okay, so that's the actual market cap. Now, we went up by like 10 million plus over the last few days. So we are steady, just moving. Everyone who's staying down with Tectonic, not selling, looking forward to the future, man, salute. So last time we was here, we kicked it. We talked about what is Teutonic. That was one of the things that we talked about. Now we're going to go into the fundamentals. Boom. So the fundamentals is pretty easy. Fundamentals, supplying assets to Teutonic. Teutonic enables users to supply their cryptocurrencies, assets, onto the platform as a liquidity provider. Teutonic protocol aggregates the supply from each user into the pool of assets controlled by smart contracts, making it a fungible resource for the protocol while allowing its users to withdraw their supply at any time. To me, being able to withdraw at any time, that right there is just the icing on the cake. In return for the supplied assets, liquidity providers will receive corresponding T token. So like a T token is like TE for TUSDC. That entitles you to redeem the supplied asset in the future. The value of the T token will continuously increase, reflecting the deposit interest rates, which is set as a function of supply and demand of the asset. So pretty much it's like a giant receipt if you think about it. Say you have TETH. Ethereum go up, TETH go up. That's pretty much what I'm getting from it. I could be wrong, but that's what I think it is. Each corresponding asset, I think, is like pretty much the same one. So if it's like Bitcoin and Bitcoin go up, it's Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? Borrow on assets from Teutonic. Using their supplied assets as collateral, users can supply supported cryptocurrencies from Teutonic's asset pools to be used for any purpose. Each asset carries a collateral factor, i.e. loan to collateral ratio, which signifies the amount available to borrow for each collateralized asset. A collateral factor of 75% means that the user can only borrow up to 75% of the value of their collateralized assets. Should the value of the collateralized asset drop, the value of the borrowed asset increase, a portion of the outstanding borrowing will be liquidated at the current market price minus some liquidation discount. Proportionate of the borrowing asset to be liquidated varies depending on the assets of the market conditions. Users can prevent liquidation event from excuse me, I got tongue twisted, y'all. Users can prevent the liquidation event from happening either by increasing the amount of collateral, i.e. supplying more assets, and sometimes that can actually be more beneficial than paying it back, especially like if an asset is down. Like say Bloom Crow was like 25 cents. Instead of paying back, if I had the option, I would buy more, just because once Crow increases from 25 cents, let's just say to 35 cents, that's going to increase my collateral with it. But that's like, you know what I mean? That's not like really a tip, but it's a tip at the same time. Depends how you're playing it. Everyone's going to be doing this a little bit different. But by repaying some portion of their loan, each loan will carry a compounded interest rate and can be repaid at any time. Now, nothing beats out paying your loan. Like I said, sometimes like boom, if I was going to buy Crow anyway while it was down, I wouldn't pay my loan just because I was going to buy it anyway. You see what I'm saying? But it's going to be different situations, different strokes, different folks. That's the best way to look at it. The collateral factor for each asset is based on several inherent characteristics of the asset, such as availability in reserves and the asset's liquidity in the market. These ratios and their parameters are currently determined by a Teutonic team. However, as a protocol matures and necessary procedures are in place, the governance, and this is what we're going to get to later, of those parameters will be open to the community via Tectonic governance process. Now, that's what we really get into later on for the future of Teutonic. That's what this video is really about. Like, there's a lot of things coming to Teutonic. We got like burning coming to Teutonic. We got voting coming to Teutonic, governance. It's a slew of things, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff to really get this thing kicked off. Like when we're in the roadmap, like right now we're in Q1. Q2 is where like the burning's going to be coming in, where the voting's going to be coming in, where governance is going to be enabled. So the future of Teutonic is bright. And we're still down from when we first came out. I think we're down like 70 something percent, 75%. So liquidity cushion. And that's what they was talking about, like kind of like where's that gap, or you know, it's like well, here, this is what it says. For collateralized assets, there will be 10% cushion in place to prevent accidental or unwanted liquidations. Example of the calculation is shown below. The initial ratio will then be allowed to drift upwards to the asset's max collateral factor if there are changes in the asset's price. So you see right here in this example, maximum eligible right there, LTV, collateral factor equal 90%. Liquidation LTV. So this is an example. Say like you got the liquidation, Crow's liquidation LTV is 80%. The maximum eligible would be 90%, which equals 72. When withdrawing collateral, this cushion rule will be placed. This means that the post-collateral maximum withdrawal, your new LTV cannot be above the maximum LTV. In order to withdraw, you must have to pay back more of your existing loan. In an example, this cannot be found here in step 2. Now, I'm not going to really go through all that, but that was just kind of an example. All right, so the main thing I wanted to talk about, and I just wanted to run over the fundamentals real quick with y'all. Let me go back, boom. And that's the thing too. Make sure y'all doing y'all due diligence, y'all research. All right, so we're on the pre-governance roadmap. This is the main thing I wanted to get on. Boom. So this is where we at right now. Like we already on kind of Q1, but these are some of the things that we have to look forward to with Teutonic. So right now, more supported tokens, and this is like I said, we're in Q1. We came out around December 23rd, so this is where we're at, and this is where we're headed. More supported tokens. Teutonic will increase the number of tokens supported for lending and borrowing, focusing on Cosmo-based assets and high-priority assets from other EVM compatible ecosystems. So that right there is like a major clue of what coins we can expect or even see. So we probably can even see Cosmo. There's a lot of different coins now that we could look at and see, okay, well, this one might be able to be added, or this one might be coming to Teutonic. All right, the launch of the Teutonic Community Insurance Module. So this one hasn't happened yet. Well, this one's coming soon. This is enabling users to stake or lock their Teutonic to help secure protocol generate additional yield. Okay, so yeah. So we do have the staking coming in already. You can stake now. So what we got coming up is launch of leverage yield farming, implementation of leverage yield farming services for users to maximize yield for existing holdings. So I'm not sure if that's like the actual Teutonic staking that they have available right now, or if that's something else. Launch of Teutonic governance, implementation, release of Teutonic governance model using Teutonic token. So we have that coming up as well. Teutonic protocol will begin with centralized control of this key decision in the protocol, e.g. interest rates, collateralization ratio token, allocation. So such decisions will be made by Teutonic team in consultation with the community. Over time though, Teutonic plans and aims, I just threw that in there, you see that, plans and aims. Teutonic aims to transition to the governance process fully to the community and stakeholders. So pretty much meaning when governance come into play, these are some of the things, you know what I mean? Like right now, they're going to handle everything. Like, you know, as far as burning and votes and all that, reserve factor, the Teutonic team is handling that. But later on, though, they're going to, hey, y'all got it, you know what I'm saying? And hand the keys to us and let us drive the whip. At such a time in the future, anyone holding a to be determined minimum threshold of Teutonic token will be required to firstly bring forth then vote on proposals. Tonic improvement proposals. Tip. That would affect the key parameters such as economy, securities, and development of the protocol. Example of parameters that could be voted on. So this is something that we have where this is going to be what we could vote back on. So we'll have interest rate models, reserve factor, the additional asset to meet the risk requirements of protocol. So that one's pretty good too. The risk parameters of over-collateralized and liquidations. Changes to the liquidity mining program to adjust incentives depending on market conditions. Protocol treasury. So that's like airdrop, buybacks, burn, and new LP listings. So we could potentially, not even potentially, I know that we'll probably get Crow and Tonic as an LP. I can see us getting VVS Teutonic, because there's already a VVS Teutonic LP out there. It's a few different ways that this could go. But man, these are some exciting times for Teutonic. Like right here, boom. This is coming soon, the community insurance model. Aside from function, Tonic can also be utilized to secure the protocol through the community insurance model. This model is designed to function as a line of defense for the protocol against any shortfall events. Users participating in this model have the option to either stake or lock. So the locking portion didn't come yet. So this is something we have to look forward to generate additional yield. Users can stake and unstake anytime. No time bonding, and receive portions of fees gathered from the Teutonic protocol. Excuse me, y'all. Locking. Users can lock their Teutonic for a minimum period of 90 days to a portion of fees gathered from Teutonic protocol, plus some additional staking yield. So that's something we have to look forward to, the locking portion. I'm pretty sure that the yield or the APY or APR is going to be pretty high when that comes, just because they're giving you the option to lock it for 90 days, 3 months. However, their stake/lock position may be subject to slashing upon to certain portion in the event of a shortfall events happening. Shortfall events may include the following occurrence and will be further defined by Teutonic governance. So what's good is, you know what I'm saying, that voting is going to define what Teutonic governance is. Smart contract risk. Risk of design, flaw, bug, or any potential any potential attack to Teutonic smart contract. Market liquidity or general failure on collateral assets to be liquidated or principal assets to be prepaid, causing significant under collateralized and bad debts. Oracle failure risk of Oracle system not properly updating the prices in case of extreme market downturn, and the network congested. Risk of the Oracle system not properly submitting prices, causing improper liquidations. When the staking pool is used to cover for a shortfall, the amount of staked Teutonic deducted from each user will be distributed proportionately. The maximum slashing is initially set at 30%, but can be adjusted as a part of the governance process as the protocol matures. Further detail to the percentage of the protocol's fees to be distributed back to staking yield and slashing mechanism. For the community insurance module will be released closer to the launch of the module. So that right there is just pretty much talking about the community insurance module, how it's going to work, some of the things that we can vote on as governance. But we have a lot of stuff coming up. The governance is going to be fire. So those are some things that we have to look forward to. I hope y'all enjoyed this little due diligence. I'll be going over some other stuff later on. The price right now, we're rocking, we're at 6 zeros, 1134. Last 24 hours, we're up 4%, a little bit over 4%. So y'all be blessed. Thanks for coming through. Hit the subscribe and like button if you found any value in this. I'm out. I have more content coming on the way, but I had to come through, chop it up with y'all, and just talk about, you know what I'm saying, just the white paper and just the things that we have coming to Teutonic. The future is bright. We're not even We're not even in Q2 yet. So if you're holding Teutonic, you're excited about the Tonic, hit me in the comments. Never financial advice. This is just how I feel. This is what I'm doing. And these are just some of the plays I'm in. I'm out. Y'all be blessed.